The amazing old United States. Rare vintage photos of North America, Wild West. 1890. Horse-drawn carriages roll down lively St. Charles Avenue in culturally rich New Orleans. 1900. A young newsboy hustles through downtown St. Louis, shouting headlines on a busy Saturday. 1915. Crowds gather in NYC after a subway fire erupts beneath Broadway and West 55th Street. 1900. Longacre Square, circa 1900, before it became the world-famous Times Square in 1904. 1906. San Franciscans watch helplessly as fire consumes their city after a devastating earthquake. 1900. January 24, 1908. In a fierce NYC snowstorm, horse-drawn carts and workers clear streets by hand. 1886. A pioneer family crosses the vast plains of North Loop, Nebraska, chasing hope in the West. 1900. Circa 1897, the Hatfield family of West Virginia, central figures in the legendary Hatfield-McCoy feud. 1900. Circa 1910, a horse-drawn fire engine charges down 72nd Street, racing to battle a New York blaze. 1900. Pine Street in Abilene, Texas in 1881. 1889, 20-mule team hauls borax wagons across Death Valley's scorching 165-mile route. 1900. Street scene of early Fort Worth. 1906. Brave pioneers ride a log train over a rickety bridge in Oregon's Cascade Mountains. 1908. Amarillo, Texas. Photo taken between 1887 and 1888. 1900. A horse-drawn school wagon carries eager students to class near Lexington, Kentucky. 1900. Congress Avenue, Austin, Texas. Taken before 1875. 1899. Courtney's Canvas store and post office served Klondike prospectors in Sheep Camp, Alaska. Immigrants going through San Angelo, Texas. Circa 1885 and 1890. 1885. A proud Nebraska family poses by their sod house and windmill, embodying frontier resilience. El Paso, Texas, circa 1880. 1900. A brave woman collects Christmas donations for the Salvation Army in snowy New York. 4th of July, Main Street of Bodie, California. Taken in 1880. 1924. At 18, Ruth Malcolmson wins Miss America after rising from Miss Philadelphia. 1924. Main Street, Calico, California. Photo taken before the fire of 1883. 1887. Texas Rangers pose outside a Cotulla grocery store, icons of law in the Old West. Panamint City, California. Taken in 1875. 1911. Young breaker boys in Nanticoke, Pennsylvania, labor in the harsh world of coal mining. French Hotel and Mission, San Luis Obispo, California. Circa 1873. Circa 1880, mule-drawn wagons loaded with ore roll through busy Silver King, Arizona. The stage at Sutter Creek, California. 1889. Overland stagecoaches cross a bridge to Deadwood as townsmen wave in frontier camaraderie. Cerro Gordo, California, circa 1870s. 1900. Chicago's 12th Street drawbridge lifts gracefully for ships bound through Lake Michigan. Main Street, Pendleton, Oregon. 1907. Children pose outside a one-room schoolhouse in Round Top, Texas, where learning was personal. Main Street and Valley Avenue, Baker City, Oregon. Taken in 1875. May 14, 1862. African Americans labeled contrabands stand at Cumberland Landing, caught between hope and hardship. Cornucopia, Oregon. Taken in 1884. 1918. A Texas family poses solemnly outside their home, still faces shaped by long camera exposures. Waldo Store, Waldo, Oregon. 1910. Lumberjacks in Humboldt County stand dwarfed by giant sequoia logs during the logging boom. Susanville, Oregon. 1908. Delaware Avenue bustles with carriages, streetcars, and vendors, calling out through smoke and steam. Drugstore, Dodge City, Kansas. Taken between 1875 and 1885. 1871. A sheep-eater family rests in their Idaho tent camp, deep in the heart of Yellowstone country. Douglas Avenue, Wichita, Kansas. Taken in 1878. 1870s to 1880s, Vancouver Barracks served as a key military post during Northwest tribal conflicts. Broadway Avenue, Abilene, Kansas. Taken in 1875. 1864. A black Union soldier stands before a former slave auction house in Atlanta, a striking symbol of change. Hays, Kansas. taken in 1885. Circa 1900, a Kansas taxidermy shop displays bison heads, echoing a vanished era of westward expansion. Main Street, Caldwell, Kansas. Circa 1900. 1908. A Kansas family rides in a covered wagon as a young boy grips a rifle, ready to protect. Drover's Cottage, Ellsworth, Kansas. Taken between 1870 and 1872. 1913. Young women labor in a Kosciuszko cotton mill, facing long hours and tough conditions. International Hotel, C Street, Virginia City, Nevada. Taken between 1860 and 1870. 1910. A grieving widow and her children stand solemnly in West Virginia after a miner's funeral. Wells Fargo and Company's Express Office, Carson City, Nevada. Taken between 1860 and 1870. 1889. Three men and a dog pan for gold in South Dakota's Black Hills, chasing legends of lost treasure. Pioche, Nevada, taken in 1873. 1862. At Smith Plantation, South Carolina, freed African Americans hand separate cotton before it hits the gin. Austin, Nevada, taken in 1868. 1909. Coca-Cola delivery men in Knoxville pose with one of the brand's first Ford trucks. Palisade, Nevada, circa 1870s. 1862. President Lincoln visits Antietam, standing tall in his top hat beside General McClellan and staff. Tonopah, Nevada, taken in 1903. 1861. Soldiers of the 31st Pennsylvania Infantry go about daily life at Queen's Farm near Fort Slocum. Farnham Street, Omaha, Nebraska. Taken between 1862 and 1868. 1904. Raymond Schuyler and his children share a quiet winter moment in snowy Worcester, Massachusetts. Broken Bow, Nebraska. Nebraska circa 1886. February 1920. Despite a crippling blizzard, West Street markets in NYC bustle with carriages and wagons. Fremont, Nebraska in 1867. 1905. Stylish bathers relax in the sunshine of Palm Beach, savoring Florida's coastal charm. Grand Island, Nebraska. Taken in 1867. 1906. Washington Street, Boston bustles with carriages, streetcars, and shoppers in the city's lively core. Main Street, Sacramento, Nebraska, taken in 1879. Circa 1900, a Colorado miner rests with his family outside their cabin, power lines hinting at progress. Poverty Gulch, Cripple Creek, Colorado, circa 1897. (1922) Friends show off trendy swimsuits along the Potomac River, blending fashion with summer fun. Chestnut Street, Leadville, Colorado. Circa 1902, Cowboys gather at the Chuck Wagon for breakfast on the vast Texas Great Plains. Burros loaded with track iron for mines at Silverton, Colorado. Taken in September 1887. 1890. Under the hot California sun, Stockdale ranch workers stack hay high after a long day's work. Central City, Colorado. Circa 1864. 1875, Latter-day Saints baptize Paiute Indians in Utah, blending faith and frontier history. Pack Burros, Victor Avenue, Victor, Colorado. Taken between 1895 and 1899. 1925. An immigrant family waits at Ellis Island, eyes fixed on New York and a new beginning. Trinidad, Colorado, early 1880s. Bismarck, North Dakota. Taken in 1895. Main Street, Deadwood, South Dakota. Taken in 1877. Hotel and general store in Wilton, North Dakota. Circa 1890s. Gayville, South Dakota. Taken in 1877. Blacksmith shop in Burlington, North Dakota. Taken in 1880. Dakota Territory Capital. Yankton, taken in South Dakota. 1866. Main Street in Bannock, Montana. Taken between 1865 and 1870. Early Street View. Golden Gate, Lawrence County, South Dakota. Virginia City, Montana, circa 1890s. Vermilion, South Dakota, after the 1881 Missouri River flood. Street scene of early Bridger, Montana, circa 1900. Merchants Hotel in Wahpeton, North Dakota. Taken between 1880 and 1899. Billings, Montana, circa 1882. Valley City, North Dakota. Helena, Montana, taken in 1874. West Main Street, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma Territory. Taken on June 18, 1889. Barron, Washington, circa 1900. FB, Severs Cash Store, Okmulgee, Indian Territory. Taken on May 9, 1875. Front Street, Coupeville, Washington, circa 1890. First house built in Edmond, Oklahoma. Taken on December 22, 1890. Coblitz Avenue, Castle Rock, Washington. Circa 1997. Kingfisher, Indian Territory, the evening of April the 22nd, 1889. Pack train leaving town for the mines. Index, Washington, circa 1911. Perry, Oklahoma Territory, taken on October 3, 1893. Downtown Wilkson, Washington, circa 1910. Mercantile stores in Santa Fe, New Mexico Territory. War Eagle Hotel, Idaho City, Idaho. Street view of Acoma, New Mexico, taken in 1886. Pierce, Idaho. Albuquerque Station, Albuquerque, New Mexico, circa 1880s. Elk View Hotel, Elk City, Idaho, circa 1890. Street in Isleta, New Mexico, circa 1880s/1890s. Main Street, Boise, Idaho, taken in 1866. Silver City, New Mexico, circa 1880. Haley, Idaho, taken in 1884. Lake Valley, New Mexico, circa 1890. Cody, Wyoming. Circa 1997. Tombstone, Arizona. C.S. Fly, photographer. Circa 1881. Street scene, Benton, Wyoming Territory. Charleston, Arizona. Eagle Bar, Western Hotel and Saloon on 15th Street. Cheyenne, Wyoming. Circa 1880. Jerome, Arizona. Shows homes built upside of hill, building under construction in background. Circa 1890. Freund's Gun Store, Laramie, Wyoming Territory. Taken in 1868. Fourth of July Parade in Yuma, Arizona. Circa 1890. The Cowboys Saloon and the Buffalo Echo Office. Buffalo, Wyoming. Circa 1880. Parade on Washington Street in Phoenix, Arizona. Circa 1995. The Office Saloon, Battle, Wyoming. Taken in 1887. Street scene in Tucson, Arizona. Circa 1880s. Main Street, Payson, Utah. Circa 1900. Front Street, Nome, Alaska. Taken on July 1st, 1900. South Temple Street, Salt Lake City, Utah. Circa 1885. Skagway, Alaska. Taken on May 20th, 1898. Corinne, Utah. Circa 1870. Bluff, Alaska. Circa 1901. Center Street, Provo, Utah. Taken between 1894 and 1905. Waterfront at Juneau, Alaska. Circa 1890s. Looking down to the Weber River, Echo City, Utah. Taken between 1868 and 1870. Sitka, Alaska. Circa 1880s and 1890s. Guthrie, Indian Territory. Taken on May 18th, 1889. These photos offer a fascinating glimpse into the bold, untamed past of the United States. If you enjoyed this journey, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more rare historical moments. Thanks for watching.